There are a lot of gifts out there, but there are two gifts that are the most popular or the most sought after. And those are the gifts that you see in all of the comic books and the superhero movies. And that's telekinesis and telepathy. Telekinesis is when you can use your mind to move objects. And telepathy is when you can actually read someone else's mind and or control somebody else through thoughts. And these are really the most dangerous gifts because they come with them a great risk of the abuse of power. And so these are gifts that I, for one, don't teach. And anyone who does teach them has to be very careful who they teach them to because they can be used for great harm.
Good afternoon, my precious butterflies. This is the Awakened Butterfly. I am back with another video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please stay for the entire video. And if you enjoy the content, don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is continuing to take care of themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. I'm doing great, guys, and I feel very honored to be able to present this video to you guys today. Guys, this video was based off of me doing some content searching, and I came across a topic because it has caused a little controversy over social media. And due to the arguments that has been raised concerning this topic, I felt it would only be right if I shed some light on it. And as you guys can tell by the title, today I will be discussing the demonic forces behind telekinesis. Telekinesis is derived from pseudoscience, which is a mixture of practices, beliefs, and statements that are based around both science and facts, as well as New Age spiritual beliefs, has had a big influence on how society views spiritual gifts. Now, telekinesis being derived from the belief system based around pseudoscience also would have to include the fact that pseudoscience is a false science because the researchers do not fully use the scientific method when conducting their experiments. Now, many are convinced that humans are gifted with the natural ability to perform superpowers, one of which is the gift of telekinesis. The question and answer that I will be expressing in this video is telekinesis a gift from God or a gift from Satan's kingdom? Now let's get into the origin of what telekinesis is. It is the ability to move objects with the mind. For centuries, guys, the human imagination has always been fascinated with the concept of having telekinesis as a gift or superpower. And after searching through TikTok, I found that many are demonstrating this mind skill as something that they had to practice and master over time. I saw videos where people show their progress over time where they had no ability to full ability over the mind skill, which should be a full indication that it is most certainly not a God-given gift. There are some parents also who are recording their young children doing telekinesis videos and are describing it as a natural born gift. And I'm going to show you guys a couple of those videos and I will be right back.
Joe going crazy with it though. Nigga, Joe going crazy with it going dumb, bro.
Okay, do you want to try it?
Sure.
Okay, just so people can see
What do I do?
that we don't have a fan on or nothing like that. I'm sitting way over here. Like, way here. And just for added purposes, we decided to put masks on. All right. All right, she's going to go ahead and point in the direction of where she's pulling. So she's pulling on that corner over there towards her. Nice. You're still pulling, huh? Yeah. I can feel it. It's growing.
All right, my lovely butterflies, I am back. And after watching those video clips, the question that comes to mind is, how is this mind skill a gift if it has to be learned? And I came across many online telekinesis learning courses as well, which to me is also a red flag that this skill is kind of moving towards more of witchcraft than a natural gift. And this alone raised some red flags, as to why telekinesis is not a spiritual gift from God. And there are many movies and TV shows out there that has an influence on society's views on telekinesis as well, such as the hit 80s show, which is now there's now a newer Netflix series of this show, Stranger Things, which is based around a group of teens who are from a small town. And this show is based around the 1980s, when there were many undercover CIA experiments with MK Ultra still being conducted. Despite their demand to stop by investigators, after many of their subjects reported dangerous side effects and experiences from receiving MK Ultra and psychotronic torture from these experiments, and their friend became missing, and they were on a search for him. And when he returned, he showed evidence of PTSD from a possible abduction by a creature from another dimension. They also met a friend, 11, who possessed the power of telekinesis, which she used against the Mind Flayer, which was the creature from the upside down dimension, which is said to be a result of an experiment gone wrong. And the aesthetic was set around the 1980s. And this was a result of a mind experiment that was performed on 11 at a governmental lab. And she developed telekinetic powers as a result of an experiment that was being performed on her. Both teens in the show, Will and 11, were victims of being abused subjects for CIA experiments. And the fact that the show is based on an 80s aesthetic, it also lets you know that it's also possibly based on real life events. And the movie Carrie, guys, it also shows telekinesis being demonstrated, which is about a teenager who was badly mistreated by her mom and schoolmates, and she used telekinesis as a way to get revenge. Now, benign or fatal, meaning if people use their telekinetic abilities for fatal reasons or for reasons to protect or help, I feel that the practice is still a form of witchcraft and is very demonic. I also feel that it is an occultic practice that serves as a result of occult magic with a mix of science. Telekinesis is said to be a form of energy. That energy is also described as matter. I'm sorry, guys. And at the end of the day, New Age spiritualists and occultists use this as a way of masking the many techniques of conjuring demonic energy and manifesting it into the physical realm. And the truth is, many are aware of it and many are not. Some people really feel that they are on a spiritual journey and they have just awakened to some sort of spiritual enlightenment, and they are now getting closer to the Most High God, not knowing that they are conjuring and manifesting demons. And I'm going to talk about some ways that telekinesis is demonic for anyone who still has questions as to why it may not be. Any gift from God, as we all know, guys, it doesn't have to be skilled and mastered. It comes naturally. It isn't something that you would have to learn from someone else. It isn't something that you would have to go to school for. It will come naturally. Now, I'm not saying that people don't have talents, because talents and gifts are two different things, I feel. Talents are something that you have an ability to do, but you may have to go through, a little more learning in order to master it. I feel that a gift is something that just comes naturally. God's gifts doesn't come from a scientific lab experiment. Pseudoscience is a mix of science and facts. And I feel that occult and New Age witchcraft is what creates these artificial superpowers, such as telekinesis, telepathy, and pyrokinesis, which is the ability to conjure and move fire with the mind. And that is another video that I will be touching bases on soon. There are also a lot of side effects like nosebleeds. And after research, I found that nosebleeds are a sign of demonic possession depending on what the situation is. It could also cause headaches, blackouts, memory loss, and possible aneurysms. So, and then also on a more spiritual level, conjuring this energy, which is this said superpower, is conjuring a demon. So when humans are able to use this ability, they're not knowing that they are under demonic possession. And I came across this chart that shows a different form of telekinesis and the energy that is required in order to perform that specific action. And as you guys can see in front of you, the chart also displays different types of demonic entities and how much power, energy is required to embody it. Now, would a gift from God, guys, actually be associated with anything like this? Of course it wouldn't. Most certainly not. This is how you know that there's many people that are being deceived out here. This New Age spirituality being mixed with religion is the same as pseudoscience, with science being mixed with, they say factual, but let's just say that the factual is witchcraft and magic. And people see the ability to perform witchcraft and magic and the ability to use any other accessories associated with New Age spirituality as a spiritual gift, when in all actuality, anyone can do it, anyone can learn it, anyone can master it. The enemy is going to make it easy for anyone to have access to these things, because he knows that once these things are activated, he and his demonic entities are able to take more control of an environment. He cannot be at more than one place at one time. So these type of techniques allows his demonic entities to be in many places at once. Guys, the bottom of the table explains how you would have to be born, or have the mindset in order to perform telekinesis. Now, guys, I feel that this message is subliminal for a few things, and I'm going to explain what I feel they are subliminal for. First off, the mindset thing. I feel that this is the meaning of the person who decides. I think that this means the person who decides to conjure this type of demonic energy has made their mind up to surrender their soul to darkness, knowingly or unknowingly. Because there's a lot of things that take place when these abilities are activated. People could be conjuring this energy for fun, to impress others, as showing them a form of magic, as making money for social media views and likes, or even for a darker reason, to get revenge on someone. Either way, it can get out of control, because once you're under demonic possession, you no longer have control of your body. Meaning that once people are using these abilities, they never know how far the situation is going to go. It can really get out of control, where a demon could take total control over them and they can't turn off the ability, and the demon is destroying things around them and people using their body, and there's nothing that they can do about it. That's one of the main scares to me of conjuring telekinetic powers. Also, I feel that the person, who has the mindset, majority of the times, not all the time, are already into occult organizations or New Age spirituality practices, or other forms of witchcraft already, which even leads them to the point of wanting to practice telekinesis in the first place. This mind skill is not a spiritual gift. It is more like a demonic superpower. And it's dangerous, and absolutely no one should be dabbling in it, because it is a dabble in witchcraft and demonic energy. And once these energies are activated, the portals are open, and you never know how many demonic energies you're dealing with, or what level of energies that you're dealing with, because some are more powerful than others, as you can see from the chart that I showed you guys. Some demonic forces are so powerful that they probably can't be controlled by the human body. I have a movie that I want you guys to watch, and it's from 2012. It is a movie called Chronicle, which is about a group of teenage friends who develop kinetic powers from a mysterious object. And things take a dark turn when one of the friends take their powers to a darker level. Dabbling in this stuff is already dark, but when you take it to another level, it can only get darker. It can only get darker. I don't care if people are just doing it for fun. I don't care if people are doing it because in their mind they feel they're a superpower and they're trying to save mankind. You're dabbling with demonic forces, and it can only get worse because the more you use it, the more you're giving that demon control over your body. Guys, I was really pushed to do this video. This is the video that I was trying to do over Labor Day weekend. And it seems that every time I was trying to post it, the content I was trying to include was getting copyright strikes. So I took the video down, and after doing it about 3 times, and I realized, I said, you know what? The Most High wants me to sit on this topic a little more. He wants me to think about it, do a little more research, and come back. And I think that was the ordeal. It's all about God's timing. And I think, this is the right time to present the video because everything went through smoothly, and I'm really happy about that. And with that being said, I really hope that this video helps someone. If you guys out there know someone that may be dabbling in any new age spiritual practices, or trying to master the skill of telekinesis, telepathy, pyrokinesis, anything like that, please talk to them and let them know that it is demonic, and show them this video. Guys, share this video, please. I really would appreciate that. I kept waking up in the middle of the night. It's like I saw something. Guys, I can see, different type of energies, demonic forces. I do feel that I have a gift of seeing those type of things. And a lot of times when I do certain videos, I can tell, if I've irritated the dark side, because I may have a certain dream or something like that. And I can tell that the enemy didn't want me to present this video because I was, trying to be stopped several times. But the Most High had bigger plans. So here we go. I love you guys so much. Take care of yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Stay into the word. Get as close as you can to the Most High. And forgive, but don't forget. Always know that there's nothing wrong with forgiving a person. It shows a sign of maturity on so many levels. And it helps you get closer to God. It makes you feel so much better. So I think someone needs to hear this message. There's someone out there that they've hurt you. Forgive them, but don't forget, meaning you don't have to subject yourself to that type of mistreatment again. You don't have to go back around them, but forgive them. I love you guys so much. Until the next video, peace and blessings.